Hello, guys.
Hey guys.
Today we're going to talk about a second layer of our soul. So we're just going to get into it.
Yes, so the 8 activators of the soul. The first one is divine individual talents and gifts activate our desire.
When we're talking about activating our desires, what it means is like I'm not talking about passion, but I'm talking about when you reach inside you about your talents. Is like you desire so much to actually create everything that thought you thought about it. You just discover your talents, and time and space doesn't almost doesn't exist anymore. It's just you into it so much. Those are your talents, divine talents.
Yeah, like when you play a musical instrument or you sing and you get lost in that moment in time and space where you just everything is lost.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm sure people figure out to do something in a garage with their hands and stuff, and they have no idea what time it is.
Oh yeah, woodworkers and
Yeah,
yeah.
so they lose themselves in time and space. It just is so powerful.
Mm-hmm. The second one is fairness activates luck, which is also a consideration of others.
Yeah, being considerate of others is also awareness inside your soul, but being fair is you have to appreciate that. You really have to appreciate being fair to others because today we're acting upon morality more than ethics and the righteousness. We're going to talk about our ego feeling of righteousness later, but being fair is actually what children will ask you, "Mommy, is not fair," or
Mm-hmm.
fairness is activates luck in your real life, your reality of life, real life. Uh, a good example would be Forrest Gump. He doesn't know any better. He just get lucky every single way he goes and turns. He just runs and get lucky.
Yeah, meets the president without even trying.
Gets the shrimp and
Yeah,
you know,
makes
uh,
tons of money and gives it away.
gets ice cream after he gets shot in the ass.
Yeah.
So anyway, we have a lot more to discuss about this in upcoming episodes.
Mm-hmm. Did you want to say anything else about fairness or?
No, that's
Okay. The next one is comfort activates happiness.
it's the comfort that activates happiness is that lazy part of us. We just want to be comfortable to the point of apathy, like do not care anymore. That's our happiness. That's the way we call happiness. Is is like you were watching football all day long and you don't even want to eat anymore. You just don't want to get out of the couch.
Yeah.
That's the comfort level I'm talking about here.
Yeah.
That you are happy, your team is winning, you're happy, and so that's the comfort level I'm talking about here that activates happiness.
Mm-hmm. The next one is reality activates the shape and form of matter.
Reality, to not be confused with real. Whatever is real is like it could be invisible, but it's still real. Reality is everything that's in existence. So it activates the shape and form of all matter, like chairs and tables and whatever you focus on, because everything is made out of subatomic particles. If anybody wants to go in depth to this, physics and stuff, or the string theory, be my guest. But yes, it is something that out there in the universe is called formless intelligent substance. It's formless until we bring it into the reality as form and shape of the matter.
Right. So the next one is my favorite, which is love activates harmony.
Now here is going to get a little tricky because Um, Love, people might not know, but is the opposite positive of fear. So fear is not the positive. To get out of the fear is not having courage. Is actually love yourself. Just when you feel fear, not afraid and not scared, but fear. That split moment of
Yeah,
like cold,
it's that you know
the
that
shock.
that gets your attention. The
Yeah,
moment of
moment of fear. And at that point, love yourself because you get a little nods in your stomach and it goes down to your knee and you get cold when fear is, homeostasis. So love is actually the opposite positive of fear, and it activates harmony. Harmony is in between everything in the universe, everything in relationship with others, in relationship with everything and everyone, including the nature itself. Harmonize, love harmonize. At that moment, love harmonize everything.
yeah. The I think of harmony. I mean, it's a song, and God is sound. So if I mean, love activates harmony, which is a song of God, and harmony is flowing in and through everything. It's the thread of the universe.
It is.
The next one is gratitude activates grace.
I want to talk about grace a little bit because before I even talk about gratitude, because we are physically delicate. I don't care what kind of gender you are. We're physically delicate and emotionally fragile.
Yeah.
So gratitude is actually strengthening those two entities emotionally and physically.
Yeah.
Will strengthen you from within inside you once you just think of every minute of your life being grateful for, regardless of whatever happened.
Well, and this is how I feel like we should all pray is thanking God for what we don't even have yet, because they talk about God pours out His grace on us, and to me, that if we're grateful for what we have and what we don't even have yet, then we are that grace is like a divine protection. It strengthens us. It gives us the resistance against outside forces.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I concur.
You concur.
I concur.
I concur too.
Okay.
um, the next one is the Ancestors Karmatic Program, which activates deservingness. It's also called AKP.
Now, this is tricky because everybody thinks that they deserve a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, I am who I am and I deserve I don't know what, but they don't think that they deserve less,
Mm-hmm.
right? Nobody thinks that they deserve less. And the deservingness is to really understand deservingness is look at exactly where you are in every moment. That's what you deserve. So I'm not trying to put anybody down that they deserve more or not, but everybody deserves exactly what they are, who they are, and where they are in that specific moment. No
Right.
matter where you go and what you do, where you work, and what your emotional state at that point, mental state, uh, doesn't matter, physical state. Now, why I said it's tricky because everybody's gonna be like, "How about sick people?
Mm-hmm.
Do they deserve to be sick?" I'm just gonna leave it that way.
Yeah, there's so many other ways we could go into that.
It is so much to get into. I have mercy, and I hope everybody's healthy, and I wish everybody the best.
Yeah.
But it's a programming that obviously they're sick because
Right.
some sort of a programming inside the DNA included. It's
Yeah.
all a lot to talk about it, but it is a programming that makes them.
Well, we have so
ill.
much information stored in our DNA that's passed on from generation to generation. So that's how I envision this AKP, traveling through generations. And if someone is sick, maybe it's a journey for that specific individual. They have to learn how to overcome certain obstacles. We all have to learn how to overcome certain obstacles in our lives. And that is what, gives us the experience to be able to have more forgiveness, understanding, and sympathy. compassion, or not sympathy,
Empathy.
empathy, compassion towards other beings,
Yeah.
other souls.
Maybe
So,
it's a purpose for that, for the families and friends around that person
yeah,
to force them
we're
and
all
force their compassion. You know
yeah,
what? I
we
don't
all play a
really.
part in each other's lives
Yes, it's all connected.
in negative and positive ways. So it just depends on
Everything is connected.
that
Like
divine plan. You know,
going
What is our fate?
going back to the deservingness.
Mhm.
There's a book out there. This is the name of the, I don't know who wrote it, but the name of the book is 2 million-year-old man inside you, or something like that.
Mhm.
And that's what actually AKP is. Ancestral programming is, it is a generation for 2 million years ago is still inside you. So I don't want anybody to look at their parents and grandparents and stuff like that because, oh, it's just because your fault. That's why I'm this and I deserve this or that. No, it's a lot more than just parents and grandparents.
Yeah, and we each have our own. We're each of us individually are able to break those cycles if we have the awareness and
Fairness,
fairness.
gratitude, that
Mhm.
breaks
All
the
these-
cycles of those deservingness.
All
Yes.
these parts of the soul are so important to be able to manage our own lives.
All are connected. The love, the gratitude, the fairness of it, and, the talents that you have to rediscover them. And there is not only one talent, one divine talent. There's so many you can discover. Who knows? People have many talents. They great at football and great at baseball and great at basketball at the same time. They don't even know which one to pick. I mean, they have great talents like athletes or doctors are great lawyers, or they have many talents. So those are to be discovered that they're also in their programming.
Yeah.
And ancestral karmatic programming, that's what they deserve. It's like, are they going to be fair to others? Are they going to, fairness activates luck?
Mhm.
Are they going to be fair to others? Or are they going to, whatever they deserve on that particular moment? Because definitely, the programming inside us activate deservingness.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for it right now. I am grateful for who I am, how I am, whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's the best way to be able to see more things about ourselves is be grateful for everything that we are and what we have. Mm-hmm. Even grateful for what we don't have.
Yeah.
The last one is gender activates all chemicals for the specific sex, male or female.
This is what it means by that is the first thing that actually the soul builds is the heart. It's like Asians would call the golden gate closing. Yeah, because the soul closes the gates and forms the heart, and it's like a shield for the soul. And then the second thing that the soul start building with the free will. We're going to explain that on the free will part. The second thing is the glands, the endocrine system, with the tongue, and the tongue is part of the heart. So, but the endocrine system, and then it forms the outside, the brains, and all that. So the other parts of the body.
Yeah. Let's go through a few of the glands that are in the endocrine system. We've got the thyroid, the pineal gland, and the pituitary gland, which are located in the upper part, top part of our body,
head, yeah.
Neck to head. Then for the specific sexes, male and female, we have ovaries for the females and testes for the males.
So those are the part of the gender.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much everything about this episode.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to extend more on everything once we go through and explain a little bit what every single element of the soul does, generates, and activates. And then we'll go with the free will, with the body, emotions, ego, and spirit. Not in this order, but those are the entities of our bodies that make up the fabric of our human beings.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think the free will is really interesting. So
we'll,
that'll be
we'll
a
do
good
that
one.
next
That's our
episode.
next episode. So how everything gets picked up from the free will. So
Yeah.
very
So
interesting.
I hope everybody's gonna enjoy it and contact us because we love to talk to you.
Yeah, join the conversation. This is not a one-way street. So
Yeah,
if
it's
you
not.
guys have questions or comments, please definitely leave them in the comments because we would love to bring you into the conversation and address any anything that may be confusing or something that we need to discuss further or investigate further or whatever the case may be. So
I honestly feel like this is very important to us as humans.
mhm.
The understanding of a soul, the understanding that who we are,
Yeah.
the soul inside behind the heart, instead of just looking in the mirror and pick up, like, oh, I'm not as beautiful, I'm not this, I'm not that. Forget about the body in the mirror because that's not really who you are.
Yeah, we are not our bodies, we are not our minds, we are not our emotions. We attract our free will and choose our spirit, and we are all beautiful souls.
And we are not our ego, for
Oh,
sure.
definitely not that either. Yeah, I forgot that
But
one.
we act to the ego every single day, including me and you.
Oh, yeah.
The second we wake up in the morning, that's the psyche
Yeah.
taking
The
place.
ego is needed to a point, but it has to be, it's got to be, maintained with the other bodies to make sure everything's in harmony together.
We have to connect to the other parts of our entities that makes our human being. With the ego, we need that rational, logical thinking.
Yeah. Um, I think it's really important, all these parts of the soul, because I think it really helps us understand ourselves on a much deeper level. Of you feel things and know feel how things should be, but do we have the words to put with them to make sense of it so that we can actually explain it to other people? So that's what we're working on here is having that conversation with anyone that this resonates with, basically. So you know
That's
so
it.
let us know what you guys think.
That's exactly what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that everybody that listens to this, they're not gonna think about it, they're just gonna deeply feel.
Feel it. Yeah. Does it feel like
It feels.
absolute truth?
It feels
Does
fair.
it stick to that nucleus of your soul, the absolute truth? Does it feel like it fits what you already feel, what you're experiencing?
It feels like it's fair what we're
Mm.
saying or not.
Right.
It's to everybody perceptions definitely, but
Oh yeah.
we don't try to change anybody's perception. We're just trying to put information out there.
If it feels sense, great. If not, okay, that's
Yes.
fine too.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening. Let us know if you have any questions, comments, or anything else, and we will look forward to talking to you shortly on the free will, our next episode.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.